Okay, so here are the main components of these gummy bears. I've got some fresh cherries, some dates, some elderberries, and some raspberry leaf. Now, you don't need to use these exact ingredients, obviously. I added the raspberry leaf for my daughter, and I'm using the dates just to help sweeten it up a bit, so I'm using less syrup. You could definitely use more dates than this and more cherries. So here I've got it all in the pan, and I'm going to bring it up to the boil and then leave it on a low simmer, and then just leave it stewing for a little while after that. Now I've got the purple moss, sea moss, and the nostoc moon. Neither of these are essential, but they definitely have the nutrition, and they also, the sea moss does add to the gelling effect. In fact, some people do make these using just sea moss gel, but using the agar that you'll see in a minute, that actually helps to make it much firmer. So now I'm adding the tea that I strained, and I'm going to boil the sea moss and the nostoc together, and then I'm going to blend it up in this jug. And I'm just showing here how I'm just checking how many cups it actually is, this mix, to help me when it comes to measuring out the agar, which is quite important to make sure that it will be firm enough to make gummy bears. Here you can see it all blended up. That's why it's got the little bubbles in it. So next I'm going to get the agar, and you can see here the instructions that came with it that showed me how much I needed to add in order to make it firm enough. So now I'm mixing in the agar with a whisk. I'm using a whisk to make sure that I get all the lumps out. I do this as per the instructions, so I bring it to a boil and then I cook it on low for a minute, and then I turn it off. And I could tell that the mix was thickening up as it was cooking. So after that's done, I add in extra sweetness. I'm using some syrup here. You can use your preferred syrup. I was using agave because that's what I had in, but I think this would add a really nice flavor if I used a good quality maple syrup. Now I add in enough till it tastes, sweet enough. So just keep adding it in, and you can taste the flavor, and then you'll know when you feel that it's ready for your personal preference. And at this stage you can actually add in other flavors, so you could add in something like vanilla, for example. So here I'm putting them into the small gummy bear molds, and we're using the little tool that comes with it, which makes it a lot easier to get into the holes. We are making a bit of a mess here, but you can see that I have 2 of my children helping here, and that's fine. If it makes a bit of a mess on top, then it's easy to just break that off after it sets. It's not really a problem. So it takes a little while to get that in, but not too much work. So now I'm putting the rest of the mix into some big gummy bear molds, and then all this I put in the refrigerator, and then once it's cooled down it's set. And with the little gummy bear molds, it sets really fast. I was surprised just how fast it sets, which is great when you've got impatient children. You can see one of my sons eating the gummy bears here. Is it Riplin?
Yeah.
Yeah, you eating them? Did you like them, Riplin?
Yeah. Yeah, me too.
You like them too? Were they so good?
Yes.
Yeah.
That's me.
Yes, it's you. So yes, you can see that they enjoyed them. And as I say, I was really surprised at just how fast these took to set in the icebox. I was thinking it was going to take a few hours, and the little ones, I don't know just how fast, maybe even within 10 to 20 minutes, they're pretty much ready. I think I left them a bit longer because I expected them to take longer. But yeah, they come out the mold really easy too. You don't need to put oil or anything like that in there. They come out just fine, and they really hold their shape great. You can obviously make these in different flavors also. I'm going to try and make some more videos once I've got to experiment a bit more with some different flavors. And then this is the big one. And they found this super fun.
Mommy?
Yeah, it's you two.
Yeah. It can join me.
Yeah, it's you two. So as I say, this one took a bit longer to set because it's bigger and you have to wait until it gets cooler for it to set. When it's hot, it's in more of its liquid form. So they really enjoyed taking bites out of this. I just let them do what they want. And then this was the second one I had, and I just wanted you to see how easy it comes out the mold. And I didn't use any oil in that.
Yeah.
Now with these molds,
Yeah.
with these molds, you've got to be careful. You got to let the mix cool a little bit before you pour it in them, because unlike those silicone molds I used for the little ones, these molds will melt if you put something too hot in there. I hope you liked this video. Please don't forget to give this a thumbs up if you enjoyed watching it. Leave me a comment if you have any questions. And don't forget to subscribe if you haven't already. Thank you for watching.